Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitz from ATF Gaming, and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 2. Today, we are going to try to follow up our sweep of Darlington, spoiler alerts. And we're going to try to get more wins going into the playoffs. Here are the current standings right now. We're probably not going to be moving up in the points anymore, but just accumulating the most playoff points, so we can have as big of an advantage going into the playoffs as possible. Because right now, the situation is we have 39 playoff points versus Sadler's 22. So, after the first round, the bottom four get eliminated. So we have a 21 point advantage over the bottom four currently. Well, 20 once you move Allgaier up. So that is that. Now we have a win here now. We have a win. But yeah, they, no, not that. Oh, they don't show us that. Okay. So I don't know if they would have accidentally put us in the chase or not, but, we're going to head off to Richmond, I believe. There's Richmond and then there's Chicagoland before the Xfinity Series chase starts. No, the Cup Series chase starts at Chicagoland, but we still got 2 more races until the chase. Let's head off to Richmond. I don't know how Richmond is going to go. We usually struggle at these 1-mile tracks. New Hampshire, Richmond, places like that. So I don't really know. Iowa, we've struggled at big time, so I don't really know how this is going to go. But we'll give it our all, try to get some playoff points accumulated, maybe get that win going, and get ourselves a good momentum going into the chase would also be excellent. That 10% speed boost really does help, regardless of what I've shown in the past. Sorry, I had to do something. I had to press a button. I was hoping I had enough time on the straightaway to do it. But yeah, these mile tracks have not been kind to us at all. But we did surprisingly well at Darlington. But that's technically a 1.5 miles, but it's very similar to a mile track. But yeah, Iowa, New Hampshire, we've struggled at. What other mile tracks are there? I can't even think off the top of my head right now. 27th. Not the best qualifying effort for us. Would have liked to qualify it a little bit better on the short track. Daniel Hemrick, again, I said this on the stream, but they must have patched Hemrick and Tift. Because Hemrick is absolutely on fire now. So they must have patched him. But they still haven't, fixed Harrison Rhodes being really, really good. So I don't know. And Darrell Wallace is back here. Now, that might be because, he doesn't race anymore in the Xfinity Series. But I feel like he could probably be a little bit further ahead. But I don't really know. Alright, so let's try to not make many enemies. If we can't accumulate playoff points, we at least need to run clean enough to where people aren't going to be mad at us. Well, Ross Chastain's gonna be mad at us. Great. Great. Okay. Almost ran into Kane. I decided to be the nice guy and brake a little bit. I'm gonna try to be super conservative. I really don't want to wreck anybody because I have enough enemies as is. I'm going to A, try to run clean around my enemies, and B, try not to make any more enemies, which basically means you need to run clean. That's the easy solution to that puzzle. But yeah, we've struggled at mile tracks. There's no question about it. We have struggled at mile tracks. We've struggled at not mile and a half. We've been the Martin Truex of mile and a half, but we've struggled at short tracks too, like Martinsville and Bristol and places like that. But we've been doing a lot better than mile tracks there recently. So, but yeah, Iowa's always been a thorn in my side in this game. And then Richmond just seems to be the same story. And New Hampshire was terrible in Heat Evolution, and it's terrible here. So, mile track's not our forte.
You're hitting your mark. Great lap.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to be conservative now, and we're just stuck in 21st, which is sad. But I'm glad there's not any of these tracks in the playoffs.
Easy. Hold your line.
There's Phoenix,
You're hitting your mark.
which is
Great
similar,
lap. Clear up
but
top.
I tend to do better at Phoenix because it is a little bigger, and I can gain more speed at Phoenix. Plus, I have that shortcut at Phoenix that often works. Man, I'm just overdriving these corners. Is that Hemrick? Like, no, that's Almirola, sorry. Similar colors, similar colors. I was gonna say, if that's Hemrick, he qualified on the pole and he's already in 17th. That's like an Aaron NASCAR 07 simulator right there. NASCAR 07, I haven't recorded it yet for this week, so I don't know how this week is gonna go, but oh yeah, Harvick is trying to wreck us.
Caution.
There's a caution
Watch
for
the green.
something. Was that the end of the stage? I don't know. Wasn't paying attention. Let's see who won. Nope, not gonna tell us. Alright, we're gonna pit. We should be able to make it to the end from here, so we're gonna do everything. I know that's gonna put us. No, we're gonna do ice sad tires and 1 can of fuel. Okay, we only lost 8 spots. We are starting on the outside, but I was gonna do everything, but I'm like, I don't really need to. Plus, I'm already slow at this track as is.
Go get it. Car inside.
We should be able to make it to the end with that amount of fuel. No problems at all. Alright, but let's race clean. Clean. Okay, Michael and that pretty much spun out on his own there. I gave him a bump like 10 seconds before he did that, so that's a pretty big differential for that to impact him spinning out. Now, Cole Custer is mad at me. No, that's Harvick. Harvick is also mad at me. So the Stewart Haas guys are not too thrilled about that.
Low.
No, I haven't. I was kind of confused on why Stewart Haas partnered with, oh yeah, Joey Gacy's mad at me too. I was confused why they sponsored with Dimbesti Racing. I feel like,
Keep low.
well, I was surprised that Dimbesti Racing abandoned Richard Petty, but that organization just seems like a mess right now, to be perfectly honest. So I don't blame them, but I was surprised Stewart Haas really needed that. But of course, it's pretty much confirmed now that Almirola is going to be taken over, and they are going to run 4 cars next year. So, oh yep, Darrell Wallace is mad at me. But it's pretty much confirmed that they're going to run 4 cars next year. Kurt Busch's situation, it's still up in the air, but it feels like that's going to be a pretty easy fix for him. But if they had gone down to 3 cars, I definitely feel like that there's not really much of a need for them to
Stay right there.
partner with anybody in the Xfinity Series. I thought they would try to expand to 2 full car teams next year on their own.
Stay on the bottom. Stay
But obviously they're going to do that now with Dimbesti running the 00 and the 98 full-time. So, it's good for Dimbesti, but I don't think Stewart Haas really needed it personally. Unless if they wanted to do 3 cars, which I thought they would try to do. But
Stay on the bottom. Stay right there.
if they wanted to expand to 3 cars, then I think that would be an excellent partnership. But I just don't really see the need for it with only a 2-car operation.
Okay, that's the halfway mark.
3 laps to go in the stage. Again, we're not really doing too hot. I'm just terrible at this track. But luckily, again, the chase is mostly mile and a halves. Tracks are going to be an issue in the chase. New Hampshire.
You're hitting your mark.
I think the Xfinity race is at New Hampshire in the chase. But that's going to be an issue. Talladega is probably going to be an issue.
Car inside.
Alright, Harvick. Oh, there's a huge roadblock.
Car low.
Chastain was running into the pits. Was that Chastain? It was one of the Flex Seal Shot Tapes cars. But Harvick, I was trying to brake to avoid, and Harvick just shoved me into the situation. Alright, Harvick. That's what you get. I know that's gonna mess me up more than it will him, but he had been a thorn in my side all race, and at this point, I wasn't going to be able to reduce my pain and suffering with him, so I was just like, screw it. We need to loosen this up a little bit. I don't know why I didn't do that on the first pit stop. Didn't think about it. But we'll have an advantage with tires, but that really doesn't mean squat in this game. We're also starting right behind two people who hate us, in JJ Yaley and Carl Long. And then we will also have Joey Logano, who is perfectly friendly with us. No explanation for that at all. Oh, this is going to be a bad thing. Alright, I got around. I wrecked our teammates, kind of. But I got around the enemies.
Hold your line.
Nope, that's the apron. I've wrecked Michael Annette about 5 times in this race, I think.
Okay.
Not how I wanted to do that, that's for sure.
Clear all around.
But I think I'll be live streaming on Friday. I think that's the plan. Videos for this series is going to be on Monday and Thursday. And then live stream on Friday with that VOD going up on Saturday. Alright, Smithley is trying to wreck us. Yep.
Hold the top. Hold your
Thanks for that. But Monday, Thursday for videos, and then stream on Friday, VOD going up on Saturday. I haven't looked at the schedule for next weekend for Phoenix as far as the races, but I think that's going to be the safest bet. But we'll see when the time comes. I always schedule my streams on YouTube ahead of time, about 2 or 3 hours ahead of time. So if you don't see a scheduled stream on Friday, then it'll be on Saturday. I might do both. Well, no, I won't do both. But like I said, in the last video, I am going to be streaming a lot more. Maybe not this week, but starting next week after I do a channel update video, I'll probably be streaming a lot more. Which is excellent. I'm really thrilled about that. Once we get to the new year, however, I am going to be a lot busier again. I'm taking an extra large load of classes next semester.
Hold the bottom. Careful.
But there's also the possibility of me trying to get a job. If I do get a job, then college might be put on the back burners, because I would like to get a full-time job and then maybe be able to move out of my current living environment someday. Start being a little more self-sufficient.
Stay low. Hold your line. Car high. Clear, clear.
You know, the life of a college student. Now you have to make decisions. This semester I took a light load of classes because of my teaching job. But now that that's done, my schedule is super wide open. But we'll have to see. I am job searching right now, so we'll have to see what the future holds with that, and whether YouTube is still in those plans.
You're hitting your mark.
We will see. I asked for you guys to leave a comment in the last video of what games you would like me to play, you would enjoy me playing, purchasing. Because once I do get paid, from my last paycheck is actually going to be probably my biggest paycheck of the year. We don't get like regular paychecks, we just get like monthly paychecks. I guess it's kind of monthly paycheck, but it's a little sporadic. But now that the season's over, we kind of know our last paycheck's going to be a little larger than previous. So I have a few things on my list of things I need to purchase, but I would like to get your guys' inputs on what games, if any, you would like me to try on the channel. I have a couple ideas in mind, but I'm just not sure how it would resonate on this channel, because this channel has become a majority NASCAR channel now, which
Clear low.
kind of puts me in a bind because NASCAR only gets a new game every year.
We'll get him next time.
Oh, that's the end of the race. Wow. I talked for a long time. 23rd. That's a horrible result. We're probably going to lose some spots in the point standings from that. Yeah, 23rd. Eric Jones, Harrison Rhodes had a rough day. William Byron wins. So that's going to give him a few more playoff points. Looks like Hemrick won both of the stages. I'll let it cycle around one more time. Yeah, it looks like Hemrick won both of the stages. I assume he has a win. I assume he does. But then again, he hasn't really been great until the patch came out. So I'm not quite sure about where he is in the situation. But we've won enough races since the patch to where I think he would have won by now. Because he has been on fire since the patch came out. We miss another incentive contract. When's the... I don't even know. I was going to say, when's the last time we've actually gotten an incentive contract? And it's been a long time. I'm just going to keep doing the lowest one that doesn't involve qualifying. Because we know qualifying is never going to be a good situation. So, let's just check the standings again. I know we did this earlier, but I just want to check the standings again so we can kind of gauge where everybody is right now. Hemrick does not have a win. Allgaier is currently the only driver in the playoffs without a win because of his championship. I just want to make sure. Yeah, Hemrick has 3 playoff points, but no wins. So if he does get into the playoffs, he's going to have an advantage on some of the other drivers. But let's head off to the next race at Chicagoland. Mile-and-a-half track. So we should be able to do well. I would assume that we could run up front, maybe get a win, or get some playoff points and all that. Take a sip of my beverage there. There's J.J. Yaley, one of the many drivers who hates us. I think I ran that last race okay. I mean, according to my standards, at short tracks at least. But let's try to be super clean at Chicagoland. It's a big, wide oval, mile-and-a-half, so we shouldn't be making any enemies at Chicagoland. Let's head off to qualifying. We haven't qualified well at all. Like, before the patch, we would have, like, random spurts of we would be in the top 10, and then we would be last, and then we'd be in the top 10 again. But we have not been anywhere near the top 10 in qualifying in a long time. Then again, we've also had a stretch of races, like 3 road courses, and some short track that I struggle at, but I really feel like we should be qualifying better. We're in a 5-star team, so we really should be qualifying better. Even though I know qualifying is definitely hard. They fixed it with the patch to where you could definitely qualify in the middle of the pack now, because it used to be either, you know, you were first or you were last, basically. But now it just seems like it's just too hard. But I am pretty much flat out right now. So if I don't qualify well running the entire track flat out, then that's not good. 10th! 10th! That's good. Harrison Rhodes, I don't think has a win. Hemrick is up there. Harrison Rhodes second. He needs to be patched a little easier. That's just not acceptable. The Hemrick and Matt Tiff struggling was somewhat acceptable because they struggled at the beginning of the year. But I don't know where Harrison Rhodes' success has come, because it really has never been there. Okay, we're 3 wide. Byron's mad at us, so he's going to shove us through the corner there. But he's going to shove us straight into his teammate, so he's kind of doing the team some harm there. And now we're 4 wide. But at least I'm on the bottom of it. I can make that work. But I'm pretty sure Gone has a win. I am not sure about Brandon Jones, however, who is right there. I know Suarez, I know Jones, I know I have a win. And I'm pretty sure Gone has a win. Oh, yeah, Brandon Jones is mad at me.
3 wide. Carlo. 3 wide. Low.
Well, we all saved it, so that's probably not going to be a caution. Great. Oh, no, there it is, finally. No, it doesn't happen while the wreck is happening, but it happens like a minute afterwards. It's progress 704, but it's not great. 4% damage. No, we're not going to pit here. Not 4%, 4 seconds of damage isn't really enough. Assuming I don't have any engine damage. It doesn't let me check that kind of stuff right before I'm going to pit, so. Not really any. Yeah, just some aero damage. So I can live with that. But I'm not going to be able to run clean because all these guys want to kill me. And then when they try to kill me, I get into other people and then I make them mad. So it's just not a win-win situation. So I seriously hope that after the season is done, well, let me rephrase. I sincerely hope we win this championship so that I don't have to race in the series next year. There, that's what I was looking for as far as words.
You're getting faster out there. Great lap. Clear up top.
Oh, Eric Jones left the lane open on the bottom, but I didn't take it. Eric Jones is not mad at me, is he? Alright, well.
Steady.
Kind of tried to shove me in the wall, but I was also not giving him very much room, so I don't know who was the wrong on that situation. We're going to get on the inside. Now we'll be able to tell whether he hates me or not. Yep, he hates me. So let's just try to get around him as fast as humanly possible. I was for the most part able to keep it off the apron, but I had to correct once I did get by him, and then Byron's trying to wreck me. This is going to be a rough playoffs. I thought the truck series was brutal last season. But at this rate, this is going to be absolutely terrible. I'm genuinely concerned. I don't know why nobody's pitting. I'm going to pit. And then we can short pit at the end of this. When everybody else pits. I don't think we can make it to the end, but I think we can make it pretty darn close. We haven't had to do green flag pit stops in this series.
Green coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green. Green flag.
I think we might be perfect. Oh, we're one short. Alright, but we can do a half a can of fuel at our pit stop where they're going to have to take 4 tires and a full load of fuel because none of them are pitted at any of the stage breaks. But we just need to not cause a caution. But we also can't really dilly-dally because we're not going to gain that much time by doing this. Carl Long was previously mad at me, but he doesn't seem like he's trying to wreck me currently. JJ Yaley's also mad at us, and there's Garrett Smithley, who's also mad at us. I'm just going to try to get around these people as fast as possible. Oh, yeah, Bubba Wallace is trying to block. We'll cut down to the inside. Brandon Jones is looking, not Brandon Jones, Brandon Brown is looking a little worse for wear there. I really don't want to be on the inside right now because they can so easily just shove me off the track on the inside. So I'm going to just kind of run the outside line. If they shove me into the wall, I can recover from that, but if they shove me on the apron, it's an immediate spin out. Got around Harvick without any issues. Hemrick is mad at me. Brennan Poole apparently is mad at me. But I got around him. I have Almirola as a buffer. Almirola is one of those guys who doesn't hate me currently. So got around Hemrick without getting pissed. Alright, that was just me being stupid. That wasn't a result of anything. Brendan Gaughan, he must have gotten involved in one of my numerous wrecks at this point, and he's about to be involved in another one, apparently. And we're 4 wide at Chicago again. And here's Hemrick.
Circle both sides.
And he's going to try to shove me in the gun. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, I saved it. I saved it. How did I save it? I have no idea, but I saved it. I think sticking to the high line is still the best bet because, again, if they get above me and they shove me on the apron, we're screwed. So I think that's going to have to be kind of the mentality going into the chase, staying on the high line. Which is going to be tougher at places like New Hampshire. And, well, Talladega I could probably pass. Talladega is going to be a disaster regardless of what line I take, because everybody's mad at me. And Talladega is just a disaster for when people are super pissed off at me. I'm going to use a shortcut here to try to avoid some stupidity. Well, again, we're 1 lap short, but everybody has to pit. So I'm just going to run it out as long as I can and then do a half a can of fuel, probably with 2 laps to go. That's the plan right now. Again, we're fast. We're fast. We just have so many people pissed off at us that they've wrecked us every chance they get.
Hit to go. Hit to go. Hold your line.
This really is the Denny Hamlin simulator. Or it should be anyway. I wish it was. I wish more people were mad at Denny Hamlin right now. Don't get on the apron, Aaron. Again, they should probably be starting to pit pretty soon here, because they were about 7 laps short. So they're going to start pitting within the next couple of laps. At least they should. Again, with cautions and this game being allergic to pit strategy, who really knows? Byron's mad at me, so I'm going to try to get around him as quickly as possible. And maybe he won't be mad at me by the time I do so. That was Suarez. Suarez came in. Got around Byron cleanly. We're going to get around Allgaier, who must have gotten blocked off by Suarez when he came into the pits. Eric Jones is mad at me. But we are substantially faster than him right now. So I'm going to try to pass him as quickly as possible.
Right there. Low, low.
Which we do. Well, we almost do. Now, nope.
Clear low.
Oh, but he's pitting. All right. Looks like majority of the field is pitting right now. We're only 1 lap short, so we could probably try to stretch it. But I feel like that would be a bad idea. Then again, we are racing for playoff points and playoff points alone. But I also feel like only having to take half a can of fuel is also an advantage. So I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. We're going to wait a couple laps before I make my decision. Well, let's just kind of see where everything shakes out. If I put everybody a lap down or not. If I do that, I don't want to run out of fuel. I really don't. When does it change? When does it change? Right there. So I would run out of fuel. Last lap coming into turn 3. Right?
5 to go. 5 to go.
No, I would run out of fuel coming to the white flag. Right? Well, there's the wall. That doesn't help the cause. But we'll find out if I'm going to put the whole field a lap down here. I think we are. This is a fast enough 1.5 miles to where I think we can put the whole field a lap down. Yes, we have put the whole field a lap down. Oh, this is going to be tight. Dang it, I was really hoping we would have clean air. Just get around Smithley quickly. Hey, Rhyming with Aaron. There's our daily Rhyming with Aaron segment again. This is 2 laps. No, this is 3 laps to go.
You're low on fuel.
Yeah, we got to pit. I'm pitting this time by. If we had run out of fuel coming to the checkered, I'd be fine. But we're going to run out of fuel coming to the white flag. So that's not okay. So we're going to pit this time by. We are coming in this time by. This could be bad.
Watch your speed.
45, 45. Alright.
Slow down.
The worst pit road entry in the history of pit road entries. No tires. Half a can of fuel. That probably cost us the race, to be perfectly honest.
2 to go.
That probably cost us the race. That was the worst pit road entry. I was talking last episode about being terrible about with pit road entries because I was scared we were going to have to pit at Darlington. 3 seconds of fuel. Beautiful. Where are we? Oh, we still got a huge advantage right now. These people are all still unlapping themselves. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, Garrett Smithley. Oh, that scared me. We almost LePage Garrett Smithley. But at this point, I'm still the leader, so I really don't care. It looks like this strategy is going to work out for the better. Because we're good on fuel now, yep. And we're still in the lead by 5 seconds, which is about what we would have had, I think, at this point.
Last lap.
White flag is out, sponsored by Smithfield. We haven't done them in a while.
Still there. Bottom clear.
Okay, come on, come on. Oh no, we got Smithley. We got Smithley. We got Smithley.
Right there.
Alright, let's just let off and let him go by. That's the smart decision right there. Coming around to the checkered flag. We are going to win back-to-back races
Keep high.
leading up to the chase.
Good job out there. Great win.
I love my victory anthem. Wish it was a little longer, but that's fine. I love my victory anthem. I wish I had a webcam to show you me grooving to that victory anthem every time. So we win. Fuel strategy, yes, but also I think we would have gotten it on pace anyway. A bunch of people tried to kill us, but we somehow still won. That's what's going to happen in the chase, because we're going to have a bunch of people trying to kill us. But we really need to be able to recover from that. So we go into the chase with 44 playoff points. There is not a new winner, so that does mean the Justin Allgaier is going to go into the chase. And he's the points leader, so I forgot, he's going to get those bonus points from being the points leader too. I didn't think about that. Alright, we got to prepare our eardrums for that ridiculously loud "You're in the chase." There it is. I'm going to call it the chase. I'm going to call it the chase. I'm along with David Landon saying, I'm not going to say the P word. Oh, Darrell Wallace. Xfinity P driver. How does that sound? Fantastic. Having a hard time how... oh, me too. Having a hard time understanding how I made so many enemies in the playoffs this season. Yep. Yeah, that's everybody's question right now. First playoff race is Kentucky. Out of all the mile and a halves, Kentucky is our worst, in my opinion. But let's check the playoff grid here. So, we also got bonus points for our finishing position. So, we have 2,050 points. Justin Allgaier, he won the regular season championship, so he got those bonus points, even though he's the only one of us who doesn't have a win. And I think Brad Keselowski is actually the only one of us who doesn't have any playoff points besides his one win. Because I don't see any other drivers who would have just had a win and that's it. So It's a very competitive Xfinity Series playoff grid. I will say that. There's no flukes at all. Every single one of these drivers runs up front on a regular basis, except for maybe Brad Keselowski. But every single one of these guys runs up front on a regular basis. But we go in with the most playoff points. We have a 36-point advantage over the cutoff right now. Well, really a 38-point advantage. So that's excellent. Let's see if we got any new rivals. Oh, yep, we do. Michael Annett, Dakota Armstrong are new. Ty Majeski, our teammate, is new. Don't know if Ryan Reed was mad at us or not. I can't remember. But let's see if anybody actually isn't pissed off with us anymore. Doesn't look like it. Oh, Joey Logano's now neutral with us. Oh, no. But we still got... Oh, it looks like one of those guys actually went back to friendly. So we still got Almirola. I think Ben Kennedy might... No, it was Ryan Sieg. But so we still got 4 people who are super friendly with us. But we have a huge challenge going into the chase with how many people we've pissed off. Checking out the stats, that was our 26th career win. Our 10th win in the Xfinity Series. So we're definitely on the right track. Who knows? Maybe I'll keep... No, that's an interesting thing that I thought about. Because Kyle Busch, now he said he's going to stop running the Xfinity Series at 100 wins, correct? What if we keep going in this series, running all 3 until we get 100 wins overall? That would be a cool thing. But that's not something to think about. That's a long ways away. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. And click that little notification bell so you get a notification every single time I make a video. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.